Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a Q&A answering questions from you guys. Because I posted a thing, you guys get to ask me whatever on the community post, so here we go. The first question is from Claire. It says, okay, this may be weird or offensive. Sorry but what is your pronouns and are you LGBTQ? Well, that's a great question, and no, I'm not offended, and no, it's not offensive at all. It's a good question, but no, I am not in the LGBTQ community. I do have some friends that are, so with building this channel, I'm a very supportive person, I support them, you do whatever. The pronouns front, no, I don't have any. Okay, my thing is, I don't care what you call me. You can call me a jackass, and I wouldn't care. So I'm very versatile. I don't really care what people call me. I have encountered some people that do that pronoun stuff, and it's fine. Do you? My thing is, sometimes they can come off a little rude, so I kind of steer clear of that sometimes. So, but no, you're allowed to do whatever. You're allowed to say whatever. If you want to be called a certain way or addressed a certain way, that's fine. So I'm supportive. I'm a kind person. I'm autistic, so for me, I'm a little different. So yeah. Next question is from Paz. What is your favorite art YouTuber? Oh, this is a good one. So I have a lot of different art YouTubers I really love. And some of them are a mixture of animation and art. So let me explain studios. Kim Diaz-Hull, Scott Christensen Sava, stuff like that. So I have a lot of different favorites. They ask another one. What is your favorite art piece you ever made? My thing is, when I make something, I could always go back to it and notice a lot of the problems with it. So I don't really think, I could be fine with something when I made it and then come back to it later and then be like, oh, I didn't notice that then. So I don't really know. What is my favorite food or color? So for me, I have a lot of different favorite foods. So coconut shrimp, chocolate, vanilla, and stuff like that. So for foods, I have a lot of different favorites. I'm very versatile. Colors, sea green, blue, and a few other different colors. I'm very versatile, so light blue sometimes. I really like different colors. So yeah, for me, I'm very versatile in my color spectrum. I really love different things. So for me, yeah, those color-wise, that's what I really like. And what was another one? And how long have you been doing art? Very long time. First time I ever did something that I drew, I was very little. I did the usual thing of like drawing on the wall. So that was the first time I ever drew something. So I've been drawing since I was a kid. Very little. So I was a 2003 baby. So you can do the math for how long I've been going. I've gradually gotten better over time. So for me, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been drawing. Painting, I started that back in, I think, either 2013, 16, or 17. It was in that time frame of the teens. After getting an Alex Ross book, being Marvelosity and Mythology, which I will probably expand on at the end of the video. Which is the better from Creative Boredom? Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, jelly and peanut butter. That one I can't really give you a good answer to, because sometimes I don't eat jelly with peanut butter sandwiches. I'm very weird. It's a texture thing. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll have chocolate instead. Or sometimes I'll just have a heated peanut butter in sandwich, because I'm very weird. Another question from Paz. will you ever do a face reveal? I've thought about it. Maybe in the future, if I get high enough in subs, or I just feel, you guys would appreciate it. Stuff like that. And I honestly, I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future, I might do a face reveal. Might do that, and that's keyword might. Or I might pull an H2O Delirious and prank you guys every year on April Fool's Day and see like, hey guys, here's a face reveal. Not! But no, I don't know. I might do one in the future. You just have to stay tuned. And I might not. It just depends on, how the channel goes. If I become very popular, if you guys stick around, watch the content, and, make sure to, stick around and all that, that might be something I might do. It just depends. I didn't see this question a lot, so I thought I'd answer a few different questions that weren't asked. So a question that probably a lot of people were curious about, or have been curious about, but nobody asked, so I thought I'd answer. What is my favorite media in art to use, and all that? Well, when it comes to that, it's a tie between regular and digital. Because there's strength in both. I really enjoy doing both. Problem with digital is because of technical problems and just limitations on my end. I can't exactly do some things that I want to do. I can't do tried and true art videos on the digital front because I'm afraid that if I'm doing a digital time lapse, I'm constantly jerking around the camera, I'm zooming in and out, and I'm moving things. I don't feel that's good for you guys, to see all that. So I kind of am in between. Another question is probably, I figured since everybody was going to probably eventually ask, what program do I do use digitally? Sketchbook. It's free. It's easy to use. I've tried other art programs. I've tried looking into different stuff like Procreate, and other stuff. Just very interesting. Not my cup of tea. I've wanted to look into different stuff that might work for me easier. But I just can't find anything that I feel works. I like, if I'm doing digital, I'm sticking with Sketchbook until I find something I like that works for me. Because I have a bit of a learning disability. That's one thing for me. It's harder for me to figure out certain things, or I'm a lot slower to pick up on stuff. So for me, it's a little harder, for me to do certain stuff. So that's why, you don't see me doing stuff from my tablet or, stuff like that. Because if I'm being honest, I would have to do all this other work behind the scenes to get certain things set up, and I don't have like resources and time and all that jazz. Another question probably that was going to eventually get asked, and I'm just going to nip it in the butt right now. If I'm with anybody, if I'm basically, do I have a significant other? The obvious question is no. The answer to the question is no. I am not with anybody. I am not, seeing anyone. I am currently single, and I'm probably going to stay that way. Like if I find the right person, I find a good match for me, maybe one day, might. Just depends. I'm still figuring myself out. I don't know what I want in some way. And let's see. There was probably a couple questions that, I figured would eventually get asked, so I wrote down. Another one is, I think was one of, what is my, probably I was going to say, what was my favorite TV show, I believe. I think it was asked. The answer is I have multiple. Static Shock was one of my all-time favorites. Spectacular Spider-Man, X-Men Evolution, Batman, the animated series, X-Men, the animated series, Ben 10, Danny Phantom, and a lot of others. They were all amazing. Let's see. If there are any other questions, I'm trying to think. I don't know. What probably the only other thing I can think of is what materials I use, and that's just like I use like your normal stuff like paints and all that. So I don't want this video to drag on for too long. So but I appreciate everybody for like the support and all that, and we're close to 400. Hopefully, I get there. I'm praying I do. One of these days. I'm super close. And maybe, it'll be amazing when I do get there. I hope I can. And, hopefully you guys stick with me on this journey. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If I didn't get to your question or you were a little late to bring it, I might do a Q&A, another one in the future, answering more questions. So don't be afraid to ask whatever. As long as it's like not too far, like, like what this do you have, or how big is, like something inappropriate, I'm just going to ignore. I don't delete comments unless I feel like I feel like I just don't want to deal with that. So, but most of the time, I don't delete anything. I make sure you guys can see whatever. Sometimes YouTube is stupid and likes to hide things from me. So if you guys don't see sometimes your comments, blame it on them. So, yeah. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll be seeing you guys soon for maybe another video in the future. You can follow me on, X or Twitter, whatever it is called, TikTok, if you feel up to it. Links are in the description of the channel, because I can't put them in the description of this video because I have to wait till February, and all that jazz. But I'll be seeing you. Bye-bye.